Hello and welcome. We're actually switched today. Usually we're on the other side. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We are talking about, do you have standards in your business? So if you're a business owner, this is so important. Oh, that's why you got it way over there. This is so important because a lot of people start a business, and you may relate if you're a business owner. You may start out your business and you just want to get business. You want to make your business go. You want to make sales, right? And so if somebody asks, who's your ideal client? And you're like, anyone and everyone. I want to help everyone. Anyone I can take, anyone I can get. But as you grow in your business, and you've probably experienced this if you've been in business a few years, is if you just take on anyone and everyone, it's not so good. It may sound good, but it's not so good for your business. So we're going to talk about how you can have standards in your business and why it's so vital for the survival of your business.
Yeah, survival, the success, the thriving. What's up, Gigi? Top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
So look, whether you're a business owner or you just want, whether it's in business, in relationships, in life, wherever it is, you have to deal with other people. It's very, very important that you establish rules, standards, how people interact with you. And so I give you some common examples. This is especially if you are a service, like if you provide a service or a product to the general public, right? So you have to understand that not everybody is your ideal client. So one of the first things you should do is look at, if you are new to business, look at who is the ideal person that you want to work with, that you want to deal with. What's their attitude? So we have a financial business, right? So a lot of times people would think that the only qualifications is the person's finances. That's just one part of it. You can have great finances. If you have a bad attitude, we will not take you on. In fact, we'll get rid of you. And we'll say, hey, we're not the right area for you to do business with. I don't care about any one particular sale. Grow your business strong enough that no one sale will mess up your business, so that you can know who your ideal person is. What's their attitude? How do they treat you? I see a lot of creative people, especially creative people, people who work with the general public. Sometimes people see you're putting your material out there, and they reach out to you. And sometimes they're reaching out to you. They want you to do a lot of things for free for them. A lot of creative people get asked to do things for free, a lot. If you're very good at what you do, you should not have to do it for free, because it takes your time, your effort, your skills. How long did it take you to learn that skill to be able to do it? You should not do it for free. Now you can teach people how to some of it. Yeah, you want to say something?
Well, if there's a specific person or business that you're going after that is your ideal client, it may make sense to make like a sample piece for them to see an example of your creativity. But when people just come and say, hey, can you make this? Can you do this? And they just want you to do stuff for free.
Because a lot of creative people reach out to us and they're like, hey, I love doing my art. I love this stuff. And I just get a lot of fulfillment out of it. But, all I'm getting are people asking me can you paint this for me for free? Can you do this for me for free? Can you do that? And so I'm like, yeah, it's fine to give people samples of your work. It's fine to put some stuff out and things like that. But you got to understand there's a principle called exchange. Back in the day, before people used this paper money currency, people would barter with each other, which means one person had to have something that they produced and exchange it with somebody else. That was the original form of money. We traded with each other. So that means you had to have something you were going to trade. You did something, and that was an exchange. I provided mine. If I was an animal farmer, maybe I brought you my chicken eggs, and if you grew plants, you maybe exchanged with me some of your potatoes or your plants that you had, right? We did an exchange. And so we did some value exchange. Nowadays, that exchange happens in the form of paper money, so people get paid for something to provide. So always knowing what type of person that you want to take on when it comes to your customer.
Here's an example too, because we get a lot of messages, we get a lot of questions, a lot of people wanting help with their finances. And so we have to sort through of who are the people that we can help that fit, the people that we want to work with. And how do we do that very quickly? And so we get sometimes a lot of questions of people just asking random questions that don't actually pertain to them, like hypothetical questions. What about this or what about that? Okay, do you have this product? Are you using this strategy? No, just was curious. So that's an example of where somebody is coming to us asking for our expertise and our time and our knowledge, but it's not really an exchange because it's not something that they actually want help with or can be helped with. So we're looking for people who want and need our help and have the right habits already. We actually have different qualifications and different standards for different pieces of our business. So there's like some financial products and services that somebody has to qualify for financially. And it doesn't mean just, they need to make enough money. They need to be having the right habits as far as already putting aside some money. Then there are other pieces of our business like financial education. So we have courses. So if somebody's just getting started, they don't have the financial habits, the financial knowledge, the know-how. And so there's certain courses that will help you to understand what makes up your financial house and to get into the next level so you can work towards being a client of ours. And so it's important in your business to understand first, who are you serving? Who do you want to serve? And who is going to help your business survive? Like if you have a certain type of client that you want to help out, maybe they're not very financially strong. Is that going to help your business stay in business or go out of business? And so it's fine to help people and it's fine to provide resources, but your number one job as a business owner is to stay in business. And you have to stay in business by selling enough products at a high enough price to cover your expenses and put money aside and grow and expand the business. Mm-hmm. So you have to look at, how can this business survive? Who's got that money? Who's got that quality that I need to survive my business? And then you focus on flourishing and prospering so big that you can help other people that may not be qualified to be your client yet.
Yeah. And one of the things is, because a lot of our clients are affluent people, is why we can help somebody who's just getting started. If all of our clients were people who were just getting started and didn't have any money, then we won't be able to be in a position ourselves to be able to help anybody.
We wouldn't be in business.
So you got to understand, when it comes down to your business, your activities, whatever it is you're doing, having set standards, of how people would treat you in your business. For example, one rule we have is I don't do any mystery calls, which means people will say, "Hey, can you call me? I just want to talk to you about something." No, I don't know what it's about, so I can't call you. I don't know how much time it's going to take. I've got responsibilities. I've got things to handle. I can't. A professional doesn't do that. Just randomly call you. Now, I understand that there are careers where a lot of times you may have to call people and everything, but all of my meetings I do are all by appointments. So even with our parents, right? So Chelsea's got a scheduled time.
Get on that schedule.
Chelsea's got a scheduled time that she goes and does. It may sound weird, but it keeps us in track with our time.
Well, it's the same thing with date night. We schedule date night so that we have it.
Yeah.
So that it's in place, it's scheduled, and we have time
and
for
we respect that calendar, and then we tell people that's how we operate. So if you are a business person and you're a professional, always use a calendar so that you understand. And that also treats people. If people can't respect your calendar, and if they don't have calendar in their own lives, what does that mean? A person's lives might be in disarray. They're not organized. They're not. They don't have things in order, right? So, do you want to work with orderly people or disorderly people? Now, if you are in somebody who helps people get their lives in order, then maybe you want to work with disorderly people. But otherwise, you want to
Who
work
want
with
to get order in.
not force. You shouldn't force anybody to want your product or service.
Just because somebody needs your product or service, this is a red flag a lot of times. Sometimes, unfortunately, the people that most need your product and service maybe don't want it.
Yeah.
Or may not be qualified for it. And here's another thing going along with the calendar. We have a policy that if you miss 2 appointments, we don't schedule another appointment. And
I don't care how much money you have, dude.
No, because you have to respect our time. We respect your time. If we schedule an appointment, we make sure to be available at that time. We're prepared. We take time and effort to prepare for the call before. And so if you don't show up, then we don't reschedule. And if or you have to pay to reschedule as a consultation fee.
And I told this to my barber, right? Because my barber is a very in-demand guy. He gets his calendar is almost always booked, right? And so he's got other junior barbers in the shop, and sometimes those guys, people don't show up for their appointments. And then I'm like, dude, I told him, you start charging people a deposit. I'm like, if they pay a deposit, they will show up for the haircuts.
They're already going to pay for the haircut.
They're not going to pay for the haircuts. They apply the deposit to the haircut. They know they want a haircut. That's why they're booking an appointment, right? Clearly, they want the thing. And so I told people that. And so when they started implementing some of that stuff, they're like, hey man, if you miss appointments, we flagged you in our system, and then you have to pay a deposit in order for us to schedule. Guess what happened to the no-show rate? Went down. People only booked appointments when they knew they were going to show when they were going to show up. And because this guy has a very respectable client base, all of his clients show up on time, they show up for their stuff, they show up there. And so he doesn't run into problems like that because he has standards in his business. Any business you're trying to do, look at the standards. I know a lot of people bend over backwards for the clients. Hell, we do. Like the other day, we had to do something for our client. The client was getting on a flight to go overseas, and we were handling something for them really quickly to get that part done. And I was going to message them when they arrived at the overseas location to let them know the thing's been handled. So yeah, of course, you want to properly service your clients, but at the same time, it's a mutual respect level, and you don't want to be in business or take on clients who don't respect your time. Because if they don't respect your time, it means they don't respect your expertise. If they don't respect your expertise, they're going to counter different things and not view you in a certain way. So attitude is always important to us when we take on clients. We've got to say no to very affluent people, rich people, a lot of rich people. How common? They're like, there's some people who are like, hey, their attitude was not right for the kinds of people we want to take on. And I had to tell the guy, no. And this has happened several times. I don't care how rich you are. If you, and most of the time our affluent clients understand this. They're very respectful of time. If they have to miss something, they're very apologetic, all these different things. Apply that to your business and have those standards. And once you have those certain standards in your business, it will bring people who respect that standard. Like if somebody can't keep appointments, my respect level for them goes down. Like, dude, with all the tools that's available today, how can you not keep an appointment? Yeah. So this doesn't happen to us a lot. It's because we put these policies and things in place to handle it.
So if you want to learn more from us and check out some of our platforms that we've created to help you strengthen your financial house, we actually have a membership site, Financial University, Unbreakable Finances University, aka UFU.
We'll come up with the craziest names for things, just so you guys know.
This is an evolving platform.
Hey, Sad, what's up?
So there are so many resources for people at every level. Okay. So if you're just starting out financially or you've created success for many years, and we're actually growing this platform, there's going to be lots of resources for business owners, growing your business, growing and expanding your business.
Knowing when to hire, who to hire, how to evaluate people, all those kinds of things.
So right now we are offering our membership site for only $20 a month. It's usually $49, and there will be different levels where it'll be more as well. So if you want to check it out now, it's only $20 a month. You can go to sixbuildingblocks.com/member, sixbuildingblocks.com/member. You can check out some of our resources. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And also, we'd love to hear from you. If you're a business owner out there, what are some standards that you have in your business? Put it in the comments. If you liked our content, please like, comment, and share. Tag anyone you know that would like to hear this message. And we will see